Hi, everybody. I'm going to try a thing for all of my subscribers at the end of the week. Well, ideally, it would go out on Sundays, but this one's coming out today, where I sort of let you know what I did the week before, what your money is paying for, because now I work for you, and I want you to know that I am working for you. So I just wanted to give you a couple of the highlights from last week, since that was really my first official week of working for my Patreon crew, which is you. So I started out the week on Sunday by going to Civic Sundays, which is a group I go to a lot, where we do either postcarding or phone banking or fundraising for candidates that we love. And this particular Civic Sundays, we did fundraising for Christy Smith, who is the woman who is going to run for Katie Hill's seat up in CA 25. So we sat and fundraised for her for a couple of hours, and we called donors who have donated to Katie in the past and asked them to give money. So that was good and really productive, and that was what I did on Sunday. On Monday, I went to the LAUSD meeting to participate and to be one of the many, many people who came to ask that they pass a resolution to move the entire Los Angeles Unified School District to all clean energy by 2030. And then, well, with a couple of things going until 2040, the transportation aspect of it. But this was a really big deal. Basically, it's like a Green New Deal for LAUSD, which is, I think, the biggest landowner in Los Angeles. So they're going to go all solar. Anyway, there were a ton of us there supporting it, and it passed, and it was a really big deal. It passed unanimously. This is a great thing. LAUSD is currently not very sustainable. And again, they own a tremendous amount of property, so that's all going solar. And that's really, and a lot of other things as well. And that this is really because of activists' pressure. So that was a great thing. And let's see, on Wednesday, I went to Civic Wednesday. I went back and we did more fundraising for Christy Smith. We raised, I think, just about 7 or 8 of us raised just over $3,000 for her in 2 hours. And, you know, that may not sound like a ton of money, but actually that's a really decent haul for 8 volunteers sitting on their iPhones. And her campaign is thrilled, obviously. We'll be doing that in an ongoing basis. It's one of the things that you guys are paying me to do, basically. So on Friday, I had a really exciting day. Me and a couple of my friends from the NELA Climate Collective went to the AQMD meeting, which is the, oh God, what is it? The Air Quality Management District for Southern California. So they're basically in charge of policies to clean our air. They're very, very bad at what they do. So we went to try to push them towards more stringent work and rules as opposed to suggestions, which is sort of what they do now for both the airports and just in general around Los Angeles. And actually, I got up and made a couple of public comments. I also, well, one of my comments, I got yelled at by the chairperson. I suggested to them that if they were interested in checking out the infrastructure at the different airports, which they had said they were, I suggested that they should try all getting on the LA Flyway bus to see what that's like, because it's the only public transportation that goes to LAX, and it's really, really bad. It's very bad, and that's why there's so many cars at LAX, and it's so congested, and it's so trafficy, and the air is so bad. Well, the chairman of the AQMD, who really does not care anything about clean air, yelled at me and said that buses were not the answer, and that that was basically a stupid idea. Well, I went ahead and tweeted that video, and at this point it's been watched 13,500 times, and the exchange is actually got put on the LA podcast this week, so that if I will put a link to the podcast in the little accompanying text. So my activism actually got a little bit of attention this week, which is really great and fun. And all joking aside, this is what we do: is we show up and we make noise and we just ask questions, and sometimes the people in charge say the right dumb thing, and we get it on video, and we can really exert quite a lot of pressure on them to do better. So I feel really good about that, and that was your contributions helped paid for that this week. And let's see, on Saturday, I went out and canvassed for Dan Brotman, who's one of the people I told y'all I would be canvassing for. So that was great. He's running for city council in Glendale, and he's an environmentalist. So I did a couple of hours, 3 hours of canvassing for him. And on Sunday, I kind of took some of the day off, but then on Sunday night, last night, I went to my group Feminists in Action, and we hosted Holly Mitchell, who is running for county supervisor here in Los Angeles. She's great. And we also hosted Melissa Walker from Future Now and heard about state races and how we can help with those. So we're going to be helping with Holly Mitchell's race, and we're always working on state level races. So that was sort of what the week looked like. Also, of course, I published Chop Wood, Carry Water every day, and worked on the Facebook page and got people, taking a lot of different actions, which I always do. And I also, tried to be a parent to my child, and we had a book fair at her school, and the PTA was involved with that. So it was a busy, busy week. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this. If you do, I'll probably try to send one every week or two just to let you know that I'm not slacking on your money. But if you think this is worth it, please tell your friends. You guys have been so generous, and I'm about 3/4 of where I need to be, 3/4 of the way there. So if you know anyone who might want to support an activist, this is the kind of work I'm going to do every week. And just thank you. You guys are amazing. Okay, have a good day. Bye.